What's up, everyone? It's Mariah Amber for NBA Excel, and today we're kicking it at In Vintage We Trust. So let's check it out and meet the owner, Josh. Hey, Josh.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am doing so good. I'm so stoked to be here right now. Like, this store is a shrine to vintage. How did you get started? Tell me all.
This is the Emporium. In Vintage We Trust started in 2010. I'm the co-owner. I run it with my girlfriend and partner, Chantal Varela. We were an online store before, and then we took the dive in 2014 and started a physical store. Then this is our flagship. In Vintage We Trust is pretty special because of the curation that we do inside of the shop. Every single section will be different, opposed to most vintage clothing stores that are going to curate or not curate just by size or color.
A lot of stuff here. Do you mind showing me around?
Let's do it.
All right, give me the rundown.
So this is all mountaineering, outdoor product. So down below we have Patagonia, Filson, Columbia, Pendleton. This is a little bit of outdoor from Japan that we have, and then obviously Woolrich. So this is all North Face here, Hudson Bay, Cowichan's, which are curling knits, was a cottage industry in the 50s to the 80s. So basically people's grandmothers would make those off of like books and templates. Wow. This is all advertising products. So this is like food, movie, TV, beverage tees. Those are sweats. Here's a pretty special piece here. This is a Jeff Hamilton Looney Tunes jacket.
That's wicked.
From 92.
Stop.
Yeah, very cool. Other thing about In Vintage We Trust, which is kind of special, is the condition that everything's in. Mm-hmm. Whereas there's kind of like an unspoken rule with a lot of vintage clothing, or when you're in like a thrift or pre-owned store, check the item over, make sure it doesn't have stains and you know, holes and stuff like that. You don't really have to worry about that in a Vintage We Trust.
Well, well, in Vintage We Trust, the name says it all.
You gotta trust it.
Yes. Oh, we are fresh.
This particular section is all vintage hip hop from the late 90s, kind of Y2K era. FUBU and Fat Farm and Averex and Pelly Pelly. Yeah. So this particular jacket is a Fat Farm racing jacket that was produced in really limited numbers.
Wow.
And it's super cool because it has all of Def Jam's other companies on it. So you have like Rush Media, Def Pictures, Def Comedy Jam, and then my favorite patch is this Def Jam 2000.
Every year, NBA teams, a couple will usually bring back those old school jerseys.
100%.
And I see that we've got the Magic and Jazz both celebrating big anniversaries. Can you just tell me a little bit about these ones?
Sure. So this is a 96-97 Turn Back the Clock, but it's referencing the 73-74 era jersey that they're currently retroing this year.
And then the Magic is also coming out with their 35th anniversary. Why do you think the fans really take to those throwbacks?
I mean, just look at it.
Yeah.
The font, the coloring, also the players that wore these jerseys. Anthony Hardaway, Dennis Scott, some guy named Big Shaq. Also, design was a lot different back then. They took a lot more chances, and every team really had its own identity, not only with font, numbering, and maybe materials, but also with coloring, right?
Can you give me a little bit of a lowdown on all of this?
Sure. I mean, we don't have a complete collection, but we have a near complete collection of every on-court item that the Raptors wore as a warm-up. This, I believe, is 99-2000. This was actually worn by Muggsy Bogues. Yeah.
Muggsy.
So this is also in and around the last time that they had the Dino logo still active. After this, I think, is the claw.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So we're talking about the Raptors collection. I hear that there was a big Raptors alumni event. How did that come about?
Yeah, it was really special. The Raptors alumni have an anniversary every 5 years, and we won the bid, I guess, for the only public-facing event for that weekend. So we had 4 original Raptors pull up and do an autograph session inside of the shop. We had Jimmy King, Marcus Camby, AC Earl, and Tracy Murray. So it was really amazing. 3 of the 4 players, I believe, are original first-year Raptors.
Wow.
And we had a massive lineup outside of the shop prior to the event, and then it was just a gong show for like an hour and a half. They stayed a little bit after and make sure everyone had autographs. They were really sweet. It was really cool, and it was an amazing event for the community too.
So then what's next?
What's next? So we do drops every single week, and every single week is a curated drop. So sometimes that curation can take a few weeks or months or sometimes years, right, to create a specific commodity. Yeah, every week, if you tune into our social, you'll see that we have curated items that are dropping every week. We do about 150 items a week, so it's pretty hectic.
Wow, well,
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'm actually really excited to look through all these pieces.
Yeah.
So, wow. And that's a wrap. If you guys want to check out Josh's shop here in Parkdale, you just got to go to 1580 Queen Street West, or you can check him out on Instagram. Until next time.